Hey, hey everybody. Welcome to your first episode of Hey Sis, Your Light. Hey Sis, Your Crown. And I wanted to dedicate this to every woman out there because we are going through it. We are still going through it. And I think through all our lenses and all of our different experiences, all our different traumas, we're all connected. So, hey sis, welcome. Hey sis, welcome. Your light. Hey sis, welcome. Your crown. Let me help. Let's all help adjust each other's crown when one is falling, when one is slipping, when one is vulnerable, when one is toxic, when one is it all comes from somewhere. We're all connected. Hey sis, welcome. Okay, so my first topic, my first thing I wanted to get into was, oh, you thought you won up on that lady that was pissing you off. Oh, you thought you really got off on her. Only to find yourself in the same experience at a different time in your life. Okay, let's see. Let me see. For example, parking spaces, when you know it's another female, y'all can see each other or whatever, and she beat you to the first parking space. We could get petty now. It's a lot of different things. Oh, you thought you won up on me. Oh, you thought you was really sticking it to her like, ha, look at you, bitch, you slow. I got the faster car. Another one might be, let's say a job. Getting a look, we still petty at that level, but job, because status says, you got the better job, the higher paying job or whatever. So because you got more money in the bank, you think you one up in the other chick. Oh, haha, you broke, bitch. Who's to say, it'll always be like that, but you think you one up and you think you one up in somebody. Let's go on to relationships. Both of y'all might be a little promiscuous of the year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can get any nigga I want, blah, 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 blah. How many bodies is that? Honestly. Like, it's a lot of stuff where you think you one up in, but you're gonna see that same situation again at a different time. At different times in our lives, we got all kind of different experiences coming at us at once. And whether you're the faint at heart, whether you're the hardest of the hard, and like, literally, even when you the hardest of the heart and the faintest of the heart, we all had our experiences, and where we thought that you was really sticking it to that person, but it's really not even about that. Honestly, as we're trying to grow and try to better yourselves at different perspectives, that could look like different perspectives for different people. So still doesn't make you any different than the next chick beside you. You can just respect them from afar. You know what I'm saying? I don't wish no ill will on anybody, on any female. Like, it might come out in a different way or come off as a different way, because I might feel threatened. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might feel the hurt or the disappointment or the betrayal or whatever it is at that moment. So it's no different than you might feel. You know what I'm saying? It's we gotta try to understand each other because everybody has someone like us that they deem family, best friend, other than family. You got a best friend, you got distant family that you call family. It's all connected. But yeah, you thought you was one up in the individual, all to see it again. And then it's just like, what would you choose? Will you choose to have grace, or will you choose to continue to think that you're one up in the individual? And then it's so crazy because you're having, or we're having children. Some of us, all of us, others not able to reproduce, so we go through these treatments and all of these different things. All these different lenses shape you. Now, I haven't been through IVF. Excuse me. I haven't been through any IVF treatments or anything like that, but I do have some relatives that has, like, I've seen, a lot of people have and went through those treatments. That's a whole different process and a whole environment different in itself, especially if nobody else around you is going through that shapes you differently. You know what I'm saying? The amount of treatments and the side effects and the things that come along with it, because everything we do have risks. So I can't imagine going through that alone, and then the next person thinking they one up in you, and you just had a treatment. Like, it'd be like world shattering hurt sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That I would say the petty would try to do. You don't know where that person is in their life, and you think you one up and all to you to either have that experience again. It'll be like a over and over button until, the powers that be, God, decide, you know, what's the best outcome for you. I'm sorry, excuse me. But life is oh so precious. And at the same time, you want to be in control of your own life. So, I say that to say, oh, the passing or the fleeting thoughts of ending it all. And ending it all, I mean, the big, the bad, the horrible, And somehow, in that moment, you feel like if you're not there, everything will work out for the better for everybody else. But creating a whole nother void, because that's not how, I don't think that's how he intended his spirits to go, by suicide. But it's very real. It's very real, whether is mental illness or your own personal thoughts is very real. So, you gotta be careful. You gotta give grace. And sometimes even in that moment when you feel like getting her, you take a deep breath and try to give grace and come back to that another day where you'll be able to communicate it, either communicate it or show her exactly by demonstration. You know what I'm saying? Not being nasty, but really, hey, look, hey, sis, you're light. Look, wait. Because you could think you better than me all day long, but once you go home, or whatever you call a home, once you get out of your little situation and you leave my presence, that's your reality. So, I mean, hey, sis, you're light. And in some way, shape, or form, and like I said, you're going to be faced with it again until you choose, I wouldn't say correctly, but choose genuinely, because you're going to see it again. And it's like, okay, what would you do? Oh, you still like this. But honestly, I don't think we were here for that. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, it's just like the fight of the good and the evil. What would you call evil? Is it medically because we're not all the same, we're all different. So that deems you evil. Society deems it evil. The choices that you make, it's just like horrible, bad, extreme, horrible choices. You know what I'm saying? How did that deem you evil? Also, material goods. Because society named this high fashion, you know what I'm saying, Gucci, all these companies, they're companies. They got companies that were started by people, and the dollar or whatever amount that they put behind it, that they, you know what it's like they even traded elsewhere to grow their company. You don't know how these people grew their company, but the fact that they grew their company and it's sensationalized, you know what I'm saying? You fall short as a human, as a woman, because you don't have the particular product. I'm so sorry. That does not define me at all. Like, I get it because those different styles and things like that you don't see around the corner, but they're out there. It is no different. So because this company been out for however long, because their parents started it or whatever the case may be, because you don't have the dollar amount behind it, then your company not shit. That's not true. As long as you have, you know what I'm saying, the goods. The goods and everything is still the same. Ain't nothing different other than maybe the quality. But there's still companies out here that still have the greatest quality. But because society, us, don't deem or back that product, then the product doesn't go anywhere. The product doesn't move. You got people trying to kill each other for the materials that society say that it's the best. It's the cream of the crop. And then you got the celebrities, you know what I'm saying? They get to damn near just have the product. They come and drop the product off to them like, please, just do a video with it. You know what I'm saying? Your celebrity status. How many people trying to kill themselves to get to celebrity status? Everything is just to appease man. You know what I'm saying? Man in an environment that It's not set up to please like that. You know what I'm saying? That's not what the materials are for. It's like you're supposed to be appreciating everything, the whole thing. But United States, we got into money and greed and envy and jealousy and this and that. It's a lot. It's a lot. But hey, sis, your light. It's like I want to do better. I try. And it's not always the easiest. I done had many a hats on, you know, and many hurt, many grief, many everything. So my light's been kind of dim for quite some time, but I feel differently now, like different perspective, even while I'm in the middle of my shit still. Because every day brings something new. So every day while I'm in my shit still, I feel differently. So I wanted to record it, have it on file, like push the theory. I wanted to grow. I really wanted to take care of everyone. Whether it may seem like it now, whether it might hit you later. But hey, sis, you're like, welcome everybody. Have a seat.